I'll modernize and preserve our technological edge, and that includes strategic defense. And a priority, ban chemical and biological weapons from the face of the earth. That will be a priority with me. And I intend to speak for freedom, stand for freedom, be a patient friend to anyone, East or West, who will fight for freedom. It seems to me the presidency provides an incomparable opportunity for gentle persuasion, and I hope to stand for a new harmony, a greater tolerance. We've come far, but I think we need a new harmony among the races in our country, and we're on a journey into a new century, and we've got to leave that tired old baggage of bigotry behind. Some people who are enjoying our prosperity have forgotten what it's for, but they diminish our triumph when they act as if wealth is an end in itself. And there are those who've dropped their standards along the ways, as if ethics were too heavy, and slowed their rise to the top. There's graft in City Hall, and there's greed on Wall Street, and there's influence peddling in Washington, and the small corruptions of everyday ambition. But you see, I believe public service is honorable. And every time I hear that someone has breached the public trust, it breaks my heart. And I wonder sometimes if we've forgotten who we are. That we're the people who sundered a nation rather than allow a sin called slavery. And we're the people who rose from the ghettos and the deserts, and we weren't saints, but we lived by standards. We celebrated the individual, but we weren't self-centered. We were practical, but we didn't live only for material things. We believed in getting ahead, but blind ambition wasn't our way. The fact is, prosperity has a purpose. It's to allow us to pursue the better angels, to give us time to think and grow. Prosperity with a purpose means taking your idealism and making it concrete by certain acts of goodness. It means helping a child from an unhappy home learn how to read. And I thank my wife, Barbara, for all her work in helping people to read, in all her work for literacy in this country. It means teaching troubled children through your present that there is such a thing as reliable love. Some would say it's soft and insufficiently tough to care about these things. But where is it written that we must act if we do not care, as if we're not moved? Well, I am moved. I want a kinder and gentler nation. 2 men this year asked for your support, and you must know us. As for me, I've held high office and done the work of democracy day by day. Yes, my parents were prosperous, and their children sure were lucky. But there were lessons we had to learn about life. John Kennedy discovered poverty when he campaigned in West Virginia. There were children who had no milk. And young Teddy Roosevelt met the new America when he roamed the immigrant streets of New York. And I learned a few things about life in a place called Texas. And when I was working on this part of the speech, Barbara came in and asked what I was doing, and I looked up and I said, I'm working hard. And she said, oh dear, don't worry, relax, sit back, take off your shoes and put up your silver foot. Now, we moved to West Texas 40 years ago. 40 years ago this year, and the war was over. We wanted to get out and make it on our own, and those were exciting days. We lived in a little shotgun house, one room for the three of us, worked in the oil business, and then started my own. And in time, we had 6 children, moved from the shotgun to a duplex apartment to a house, and lived the dream. High school football on Friday nights, Little League, neighborhood barbecue. People don't see their own experience as symbolic of an era, but of course we were. And so was everyone else who was taking a chance and pushing into unknown territory with kids and a dog in a car. But the big thing I learned is the satisfaction of creating jobs, which meant creating opportunity, which meant happy families who in turn could do more to help others and enhance their own lives. I learned that a good done by a single good job could be felt in ways you can't imagine. It's been said that I'm not the most compelling speaker, and there are actually those who claim that I don't always communicate in the clearest, most concise way. But I dare them to keep it up. Go ahead, make my 24-hour time period. Now, I may not be the most eloquent, but I learned that early on that eloquence won't draw oil from the ground, and I may sometimes be a little awkward, but there's nothing self-conscious in my love of country. And I'm a quiet man, but I'm a quiet man, but I hear the quiet people others don't. The ones who raise the family, pay the taxes, meet the mortgage. And I hear them, and I am moved, and their concerns are mine. A president must be many things,